Story title, Officer Paws and the Adventure of the Magic Lights. Once upon a time, there was a busy, bustling town called Sunnyville, where cars drove around happily going vroom, vroom, buses grumbled, chug, chug, and bicycle bells rang, ding, ding. In Sunnyville, everyone was very busy. People rushed to work, children skipped to school, and cats scurried to find the sunniest rooftops. But this town had a very important, very cool, and very furry hero, Officer Paws. Officer Paws was a giant, friendly golden retriever with fur as shiny as gold. But he wasn't just any ordinary dog. He was the town's traffic police dog. He wore a bright blue police vest that glowed when the light hit it, and he proudly wore a silver badge on his chest. When the sun shone, his badge would go bling. Officer Paws' job was to keep everyone in Sunnyville safe, especially the little children. His most important rule was, paws up for safety. It was a sunny Tuesday morning. Officer Paws was on duty at the town's biggest junction, right between the ice cream shop and the big park. He pricked up his ears and listened to the sounds of the traffic. Beep beep. Horns. Vroom vroom. Engines. Just then, three little friends appeared on the pavement. At the front was Leo, a fast little boy who couldn't stand still on his red skateboard. Right behind him walked careful Mia, holding her favorite teddy bear, Mr. Cuddles, very tightly. And at the back was curious Sam, whose eyes were always looking for big trucks and lorries. The three friends had one goal, the giant slide in the big park across the road. Leo rolled his skateboard right to the edge of the pavement. The wheels stopped with a clack. He jumped up excitedly. Come on, let's cross. The park is waiting, he said, getting ready to step onto the road. At that exact moment, a strong but gentle voice was heard, woof. Woof. Hold on there, little friend. It was Officer Paws. He trotted over, wagging his tail from side to side. He gently touched Leo's knee with his wet nose. I know you are in a hurry, said Officer Paws, his voice deep but soft. But crossing the road is like a magic game. If you don't know the rules, the game won't work. Mia squeezed her teddy bear tighter. What rules, Officer Paws? Officer Paws used his wet nose to point up at the tall pole standing by the side of the road. The traffic light at the top was glowing like a giant, bright red eye. Bright red? That, said Officer Paws, is the magic traffic eye. We must do whatever it tells us. Officer Paws cleared his throat, ahem, and taught them his most important rhyme. He tapped his tail on the ground to keep the beat, thump, thump, thump. Listen closely, team, when the light turns red, bright as a cherry, stand like a statue, do not hurry. Don't move a muscle, wait just a bit, safety takes patience, never forget. When the light turns green, like the grass so new, don't rush forward, whatever you do. First look left, then look right, cross when it's clear, safe and bright. The children loved the rhyme. They repeated it all together. Red means statue. Green means look left and right, then go. Just then, the red light went out, and a shiny, bright green light came on. Green! It's green, shouted Sam. Let's run! But Officer Paws put his big yellow paw in front of Sam. "Whoa, wait a minute, Sam. Did you forget our line? Don't rush forward. What do we do first?" Mia answered, "First look left, then look right." The three friends and Officer Paws turned their heads to the left. The road was clear. Then they turned to the right. No cars were coming from there either. "Good job," barked Officer Paws. "Now we can cross." Paws up for safety. Together, without running, they walked safely across the road. But the adventure wasn't over. After the park, they wanted to go to the library at the other end of town. This time, the road they had to cross was much busier. Huge lorries went rumble rumble, and cars were driving faster. When they reached the zebra crossing, the light was shining bright red again. Officer Paws said, "Time to be statues," and he sat down. The children lined up next to him on the edge of the pavement, but not on the road, and stood still, waiting. But waiting was hard. Leo's feet were tingling. He wanted to ride his skateboard. "Ugh, this is so boring. Why won't it turn green?" he grumbled, and he stretched one foot out towards the road. Officer Paws immediately nudged Leo's foot back gently with his nose. "I know, Leo, waiting is hard. Your feet want to zoom. But look." Officer Paws looked towards the road. Just then, a gigantic blue lorry zoomed past them, whoosh, creating a big gust of wind. If Leo had taken that step, it would have been very dangerous. Leo's eyes went wide. "Wow! The red light saved us from that lorry." Officer Paws nodded. "Exactly. The red light is a friend that says, 'Stop, danger is here.' If we get bored while waiting, we can count the colors of the cars. Let's count. 1 red car, 2 blue buses." Waiting at the red light became fun with Officer Paws' game. Finally, the light turned green. This time, Sam got excited. He saw a clown eating ice cream on the opposite pavement. "A clown!" he shouted, and he wanted to dash into the road. He had completely forgotten to look left and right. Officer Paws gently grabbed the back of Sam's t-shirt to stop him. "Woof!" "Sam, careful," said Paws. "Even if the light is green, our eyes must always be open. Sometimes, drivers might forget the rules." And true enough, even though the light was green for the pedestrians, a yellow taxi coming from far away looked like it couldn't stop. The taxi realized at the last second and stopped right at the line with a loud screeching noise, screech. Sam took a deep breath. "Thank you, Officer Paws. I almost crossed without looking." Officer Paws smiled, in that happy way dogs do, with his tongue hanging out. The most important thing in traffic is attention, children. Clowns can wait, but safety cannot. They looked left again, then right. The taxi had stopped completely. The road was safe. They crossed calmly. By the end of the day, when Leo, Mia, and Sam reached the library door, they had learned something very important. Leo said, "I won't be bored waiting at red lights anymore. I'll play the statue game." Sam said, "Even if it's green, I will check with my own eyes first." Mia hugged her teddy bear and said, "We learned the language of the magic lights." Officer Paws puffed out his chest with pride. His silver badge shone in the evening sun. Bling! Great work, team. Remember, these rules aren't just for today, they are for every day. Wherever you see a traffic light, remember Officer Paws' rhyme. And Officer Paws trotted away, his tail wagging thump thump thump, ready to help other children on the safe streets of Sunnyville. But before he left, he turned around one last time and barked. Paws up for safety. Stop at red, look and go at green. The end.